to the pistols. There will be 3 sets of armor, an upgraded pistol. Actually, there's not the Glock, so there's a lot of utility here.
The good news is a Legend team can't lose this game, Hank.
That's true, both 3 and 0, and they both came from the first sector of the tournament.
Yeah, interesting that the 2, 3, and 0 teams, just based on the luckiness or randomness of the draw, ended up against each other. Shocks to start off, Apex as well. Cash, a very good map for G2. MBK behind quad has to make up for the fact that Tarek did at least get a kill back onto Shocks. The damage has been done, so we're doing down 14 already. They rotated him body. Doesn't realize Automatic's immediately behind him, but he's the only one left, and Kenny's able to get the shot immediately after.
Very basic approach having Cloud9 nice and fast towards the A bomb site, using the 2 smokes at the very start. Flashbangs in, 2 at the door, 3 at main entrance, but completely shut down there by MBK. Shocks as they hold strong towards that quad position. You see MBK doing a tremendous job, gets the bomb down, and nothing really picked up at all. As Automatic, he'll get 1 kill, same story for Tarek, but ultimately no bomb being planted, so Cloud9 will be buying into this round right here, right now. Scouts, Deagles, and Skadoodle with a full eco.
Okay, we'll hold off at truck.
Oh, going for the truck boost there.
That was, well, yes, the T-side truck boost, yes, absolutely. But they're playing the passive A positions with forward stance in mid, even with the guns up, so interesting approach from G2.
Oh, getting tagged out there. Shoxy wanted to get boosted up. They did, and Tarek does do some damage. Can't find the second shot, though.
Body that gets away and goes back to highway again. It's almost a retake onto A with weapons, which isn't as common. Obviously, they have the range advantage. That, at least, true in 4 cases. Tarek with the scout does offer something in return. Desperate wall bangs at A main, but Apex pushing up does find Stewie. Starts off B, and they can rotate off with the first kill as well. Shocks just sit back behind the box. He's got 29 HP. Kenny alongside him inside of the site. Apex to go where he is more known to play with the rifle inside of Z. He's very good at rotating off of middle. Whereas NBK has finally worked his way inside of the site directly. Shot from body. Tarek, though, there it is. That's the range we talked about. So even though he played toward the truck, he gets taken down. Good spray transfer. Pretty easy, all things considered, with the FAMAS, and bomb goes down. Just Tarek remaining. Yeah,
not really much he can do with this one. I'm afraid he might get a couple of attacks in. He might get a kill as well. Takes down MBK. No real reason to face him at this point. Maybe towards the bomb site as he starts to take shots. Should be going down, but somehow still within this one. This should be one hell of a clutch match. They're making an absolute meal of it. Kenny gets the killing blow eventually, but that got dangerous.
3 players were within 1 hit. He got 2 of them and tagged Kenny. You're right, that got very, very interesting. That was not at all what they were expecting at the end of the round.
Well, there we have it. 2 players will survive, but ultimately it's going to be a full eco now for Cloud9 as we enter round number 3. Should just be Glocks. Maybe Tarek can justify an upgraded pistol. He actually gives a Deagle to Automatic. He throws that over. Maybe Automatic's got a good spawn. He doesn't. Maybe he's just feeling confident in his ability to make something happen here. So, objective, of course, is try and get the bomb down for Cloud9. It's very rare that the Glocks and a couple of other good pistols can really yield any sort of great success. Trying to attack the Eagle, but he goes down very early on. And yes, pushing through. A lot of damage here, and that's sloppy from G2. No reason to force the issue there, and they've actually found themselves in a bit of a deficit. That investment in $700 of the Deagle actually paying dividends here. It takes a lot of damage. This could still fall apart, Matt. Still a bit of a challenge with the MP7 picked up on the Desert Eagle.
Okay. Imagine that 2 rounds in a row it could have. But will it? The one thing it certainly does do is limit the economy for G2.
Oh yes, absolutely. They won't have that amazing start you usually get from finding 3-0.
To sneak in. The garage at mid. Smoke is gone, but he has the bomb, and they'll put Stewie above him. Stewie's just going to head up the charge on his own. 28 HP. Able to work with, and dead now. Shocks around the corner.
Yeah, that's the ground. Tarek does manage to find a little bit of damage there. Shoxy down to 23, but still fighting strong. Bomb will be dropped. They were aiming for the B split there. And Rush will go in. A little bit of damage there towards MBK, but 3 players survive. And managing to avoid another blunder there. It was Stewie with the Desert Eagle. Amazing shot towards Checkers, but Kenny S should have done better with that one. Stewie does land 2 nice Deagle shots. That's all they get out of the round, though. It will be 3-0. First gun round coming in. Money suddenly more modest than GT would have expected. They will have the AWP there in the hands of Kenny S, of course, one of his more deadly maps, very dynamic, and it gives it offers an option at the very start to change out the position almost everything around they want to. Squeaky door, main entrance, middle, B bomb site, they can move around. Best. The ball back to the start there, Tarek actually the body down at 58 with the AK-47 through the mid warehouse.
Down by default from the CTs to slow the approach of Cloud9. Got an okay amount of nades still to work with. Smokes left for the CTs though, just one. It's in the hands of Kenny. Kenny's going to rotate back as well toward the car. Basically tried to stack up A from range, and Shocks get smoked off top highway, meaning that it's open now for Cloud9. Stewie confirms that by peeking out, realizing that no one's up close, so no one trying to play inside of the smokes. They'll clear quad.
Stewie runs into them flames there.
I think he was more worried that the smoke was dissolving and he didn't want to be exposed to highway, but he'll take the damage and call it, I guess, return on an investment of getting the position.
Yeah, very good shot here. G2 focusing on a retake mentality is now a 4 versus 2. Tarek the nade dot shot though. Leaves himself in a 3 versus 1, and he can't manage to pick it up. MBK and Shocks finishings off there. Nice approach from Cloud9. They managed to get towards the A bomb site. Bomb planted. 4 on 4 with the retake there, but G2 too strong, ready to retake together. Pinstering the bomb site. Kenny S hitting some wonderful shots at the AWP. And MBK with 2 kills in total. Picks up an AK-47, same story for Shoxy. 4-0, but the bomb getting planted means we should be able to get at least somewhat of a buy here. Might opt for the partial as Cloud9 do purchase PT-50s and CZs. Definitely could have squeezed out AK and head armor, but opting for just something a little bit more passive here. Still definitely a viable round for them with the smokes and flashbangs purchased. They've got in total 3 smokes, 5 flashbangs, a Molotov, and of course the Eagle CZ PT-50s.
Set toward A.
Yeah, just a wall of smoke. You'll see smokes land by highway on top of the bomb site towards quad. Flash in, Molotov the quad area as well. And just try and swarm. This tactic used to be really scary with the Tech-9s running through the smokes. Like running gun of the Tech-9. It's not as dangerous as it once was, but still definitely has the dangerous element for the CTs. We'll see if the smokes are correct when we start to fire.
The site body's got to be careful. No kills out of all of that for Body. Despite that they've got the rifles. So much damage to Rush and Stewie, but they stay alive, and Tarek's able to take down Body immediately after, so they get the bomb plant. I suppose. BK meanwhile. Tops automatic out of position. Too much damage. He goes down to 75. Rush immediately after, and then Apex has some room to work with. Stewie still behind the quad, but he's found immediately. No surprise, good boost, but bomb's not planted for it. If it was, give it some credit, but we'll pick up the round and go 5-0.
They might as well save the armor, the pistols. They know they're out of that round. It's a 4-on-2. Smoked out for main entrance, and they can't actually see the bomb whatsoever. They'll be able to save that armor. They won't actually get any money. Well, they did get the bomb down, so I'll tell a lie. They will actually get money from that one and still have a very decent buy going into round number 6. So 5-0, maximum loss bonus now. Tarek maybe thinking about a double orb setup, won't go for it though. Just going to be Skadoodle here. He's on 0 and 5 right now. We need him to start waking up. As Jordan touched on, he can be very influential. He's having a decent day. Cash gives him a lot of options at the very start. Most always like to be boosted up towards middle, or hold defensively towards B at the very start of the round. Shoxy makes it towards events. Doesn't actually get in there though. Just wants to try and bait out a player towards boost, and getting on top of that Shroud position, it will be MBK.
Qualifying teams have provided the storylines today. As you say, Cloud9 and G2 are both there, but who expected such a slow start to the Legends? Tarek will get Apex. Gives them something to work with. Stewie's extremely low, so he'll go information hunting. Certainly in trade's favor of the defense. I always find a Cash, especially if you can get it down to 3 men remaining CT. As Andrews pointed out earlier, you almost have to gamble on how to play the defense because there's just so much time required in the rotations.
Oh, good nade from G2 though. Does a ton of damage. Smoke towards highway. Molotov beneath him at the boost, and Shoxy here has to at least find 1 kill. He hits them all around him. He's let them all pass. His teammates can all the aggro away, but it might not be enough. Spots Stewie. He's at 1 HP. How did he survive that one? Actually gets another kill on towards Shoxy. Could actually do a little bit more with this. Wow. Wonderful work from Stewie. Can't find the killing blow on Shoxy. But the CT's Can't hold the advantage. Now a 2-on-2.
Puts it low enough on Shocks that Rush is able to capitalize.
Yes.
Shocks didn't even need to shoot. I think once his teammate shot at his first target, he said, oh, hang on, I want some of that. But either way, you're right. Stewie did well to get away, did good damage. Kenny, great shot back in before the smoke blooms, and he'll take down Rush immediately. Skadoodle can't afford to take that fight. Up close, AWP wants to get bomb planted. Kenny, just by going through, realizes that's exactly what he's doing and doesn't need to take the fight. So Skadoodle at least gets bomb planted. And he still has the 1 versus 2. The smoke down as well. Kenny has to be careful not to get caught. He's missed. He went to the knife thinking he could get away from it because he knew that Skadoodle's just as inclined to hit an up-close op shot as well, but NBK still holds true.
I thought Skadoodle had that one. It felt like it when Kenny made the error, trying to jump in, missing the no-scope, went for the knife. NBK felt like he was going to get a taste of the action as well, courtesy of Skadoodle. Doesn't happen though, and G2 hold on. 6-0 lead right now. Bomb planted again means he can have another full buy here. But these rounds need to be converted from the Cloud9 side. They get the opening pick there. And Stewie, what amazing work of 1 HP as well to set up so many kills, find 2 himself. And it felt like it was enough. And Skadoodle looks far removed from the game so far. I can see him shaking his head right now.
I think he's still relaxed from the massages.
Oh, yeah, who wouldn't be?
He's looking rather calm.
Jordan's got very strong hands. So that's the kind of man you want behind you.
I know he does. Well, no, all things, jokes aside, I mean, Skadoodle did well. The fact that Kenny went in and missed the no-scope and went for the knife was a bit peculiar because he could have gone to the pistol as well, but I guess that position... Because Skadoodle's no slouch in close angles. He's maybe not up there with what you'd rate Kenny, but he can certainly hit them. Absolutely,
that's what I thought when he fought the first one. I thought, well, MBK might struggle with his final shot. And he's got his head, of course, in that infamous headshot position. Doesn't work out that way. And we go to a double AWP setup. Remember, MBK now is still technically the secondary AWP. We'll see but MBK is a little bit more defensive, won't give so much up as Shoxy. And he'll obviously be playing towards the A-bomb side, presumably towards quad. Skadoodle, there it is, hits the shot. That truck boost actually working out quite nicely there as he opens things up. Another 5-on-4 advantage for Cloud9 now. The reaction should come from the Citizen forces. Look out for the map. They'll either try and retake main entrance or push towards B. Something has to happen here.
Body to watch the open door. Ska, meanwhile, sitting back to see if anyone's going to push out at A main, get aggressive. Or G2 and try and offset the difference by getting information. Double op setup. Hindered defense, I should say.
Indeed.
For G2. They haven't gone for any sort of tactics of stacking up either bomb site with a 2-2. In fact, they've left MBK at the truck to rotate and still have Kenny inside of Z. But I don't think Kenny knows that automatic's this far forward.
Kenny hunting for information. Find one of these kills, that'd be great. It's such a dangerous angle to face out towards highway. You have no idea who's on white box. So he makes the right call here as Cloud9 poise himself towards the A-bomb site.
And they're doing this right as well, because just by leaving automatic there, knowing that there was no information in middle, he can just sit tight, catch rotations, be able to peek out once they go inside of the site, which he's doing now, so he'll clear back to the quad. Body therefore pushed up, good shot, NBK. He's still not exposed himself to automatic, and automatic's actually going to take the other road, the other approach, go around behind and get to truck. So if they can hold out MBK, Kenny S is going to be sitting in the open. Automatic needs to hit the shots, but can't find it, somehow can't find it. They still have the bomb down, he's bought some space though.
Yeah, he doesn't lose his life, so a bit of a whiff, but he still manages to hold on to connector, and he pretty much wins around even though he missed a shot. That sounds so weird, but they know they can't really do anything with it. That's an automatic. He will go down, but the round looks pretty secure here. Looks like the CTs will just be going to save the double AWPs. Finally some success for Cloud9 as they manage to find the opening pick and convert this one. 3 versus 2. MBK will just find some exit frags. That's still worth it. Manages to keep the AWP and keep Cloud9. And he's relatively poor. Remember, this is the loss bonus being reset at this point. 2 players will survive. They'll be Rush and Skadoodle. Work by Cloud9. First time we saw the double AWP set up at G2, and it does fall apart for them. This is the initial pick from the truck position we talked about. Not an easy shot. Have to get there very quickly indeed, and shots will be taken down. I've actually seen that more and more these days, people going for that shot. It was very popular back in 2014, but starting to make a comeback, it seems. MP9 for Body. What has he got up his sleeve? He had plenty of money to get a rifle. He didn't buy any nades or helmet. He must be doing something like a crazy push somewhere. Yeah,
down.
Body's the squeaky door.
Yeah, absolutely. Body to get taken down. Shocks to trade it off though. So the MP9 goes down quickly.
Oh, fully blind. Kenny does take down Stewie there. I do like this play from GT. You can see this is a set piece from there. They said, like, they've based the buy around the or nades. He goes in first to bait Shoxy to actually pick up the frag eventually. A 3 versus 2. Kenny has with 2 wonderful frags towards the B bomb site. You see automatic left on 16 HP. Tarek picks up the orb. Bomb still down towards middle though. Flashbangs to try and make the CTs uncomfortable, but they're not peeking this whatsoever.
Bounced off underneath of vent position. 58 seconds, bomb available to Tarek. Picked it up, thought he grabbed it on the first time, but it went back. Automatic. Waiting to time this with Tarek and walking out the door. NBK will be able to spot that, he already can, and easily takes automatic down. So Tarek now in 1 versus 3 with a WP. He's going to try and battle off against NBK and isolate that fight at least before such time that Shock should be able to spot him from the truck, and Shock should go now. Well traded, 7-1 G2.
Nice shot from Tarek, but that was always going to be a difficult round for him. Here's Kenny taking that Skadoodle to open things up there. Nothing to write home about with that frag, but it's the second one. He gets blinded up, then spots Stewie jumping across. Really good stuff there from Kenny. As I've always said, I think this is one of his absolute best maps. So there we have it, 7-1, and that is a reset for Cloud9. We'll have a look whether they force into this one. They have got enough to get a couple of rifles and then deagles with that. I would suggest they don't force by there. I'd like to go to 8-1, that's what I call a tactical timeout. 12 Valens to come in and work out what the play is going to be here. Still very early days. It might look quite catastrophic right now, but 7-1 is still recoverable. It can still win the half technically, so it's still absolutely fine. Problem is, some of the key names not turning up for Cloud9 so far. Rush 2 and 7. He's been playing amazingly recently. His form has gone up and up. And Automatic 3 and 7, probably one of the players of the tournament so far. And Skadoodle 2 and 7. He's had impact. He's had assists and 2 kills, but overall needs to start stepping up. He's going to go toe to toe with Kenny S here.
Part of that too is not having any WP. I think he's only had it 2, maybe 3 rounds. I think 2 rounds.
Oh, Stewie's gone all in, just to note. He's spent $1,700 on the scouts.
I don't know that I love that, but fair enough.
Well, it just means his teammates will buy next round if they do lose it, and he will have Deagle, which is not the worst thing in the world. Certainly not ideal.
Down 7-1. Taking gambles. Rush going to push up. Shock's just on the other side of him, but won't be able to see that through the smoke. Or with the angle. Stewie might be able to spot it though. Shock's will re-smoke that off as well, and I think based on the bounces, Rush might be able to ascertain that he is there. But he's going to change it with the M4 and try and get aggressive to the boost. Stewie looks, down he goes. Scout gone already. Skadoodle's picked it up, but that's taken back. I was going to say for G2, Shock's carelessly caught out trying to wrap back around behind the white box.
Yeah, Body tried to throw his incendiary there, but he threw it way too early. Actually landed in the smoke, and how many times he's going down for sure. This is not looking too good from G2. They've actually given up
death by
quite a lot.
Paper cuts.
Yeah, there was no real reason to challenge as much as that. There's some bad timings on the grenades. The 8 bombs are now actually open. Good news is, though, no real nades available. MBK should be able to get a couple there. There it is. Bomb goes down. Should be secure at this point. If he gets the third, that's going to be it. Doesn't get it. And, the part that he does. Wonderful stuff there from MBK.
Kenny tagged as well, and Apex pulls it off. You're right, MBK pulls it back altogether because they overcommitted. I mean, Shock's got caught out trying to wrap around the box with nades in his hand. You said that they were late on it, and Body got caught out, so that could have been problematic, giving up guns in highway.
Yeah, 3 kills, yeah. Oof, very good. So I didn't think he got his third one. Just about gets him as he goes around the corner.
Just barely.
Yeah, you barely spot it as Tarek finds his 10th frag. Didn't play on double digits for Cloud9 here. 8-1, as we said. Stewie purchasing that scout in the previous round leaves him on just a P250 and armor. That's fine though, they can find the opening pick like they have been consistently. He should be able to upgrade. But there's no orb on the T side here. 8-1 and Kenny S. Hungry for blood here. He's going to die in the Molotov. Oh, one more tick would have done it.
He's so committed to the angle.
Yeah.
You see that all the time as well. Don't shoot. Okay, I thought Apex actually did tag him, but he was already on 20. I was like, geez.
Yeah.
That's not exactly what you want when he's already tagged, but yeah, uppers all the time. They get so committed onto one single angle, they're fixed upon it. And the flame damage, Molotov damage is often an afterthought, but double up, Kenny with 1, still be able to hold angles sufficiently. Interesting boost going on for Shox and Body, and it works as well inside of Z Connector as Shox gets above the smoke and Automatic never saw it coming. So that pulls them up by 1, and they'll rotate around immediately. Again, just to note, G2's been playing very passively in A. Their default at least most commonly, seems to be outside of the A site, waiting to
Yes.
get information at middle and then rotating back in late.
Yeah, it's been working really well for them. Those retakes on the A bomb side, the double AWP as well, allows them to play quite deep on the sites. But here we go towards another B split. Middle has been taken by Cloud9. They'll poise himself towards events. 3 in B storage. Tarek looking for rotations right now. They have got a smoke for Heaven and CT spawn if they wish to deploy them. Tarek in towards the checkers now, and Apex, that incendiary will be very good. Actually hold him at bay for quite a while to allow the rotations to come through. They double stack the incendiaries. He's hitting another wonderful shot there. He's hit 2 so far. A bit of a comeback now. 3 versus 1. Tarek once again has to go huge for Cloud9. It does not look likely. He's got 10 seconds on the clock, and now he finds his grave. Body takes him down, and it'll be 9-1. That was already a difficult buy, and a low loss bonus means surely has to be a full eco now for Cloud9.
Yep. Sitting just around the 2K mark. They could buy out a few pistols, but
Thing is, that's way too easy for Kenny S. They run out of time. That's a problem. They have to run through a smoke, and they haven't smoked towards Heaven, which they had a smoke available to do. I guess when you have the smoke down in the entrance of the B bomb site, it's difficult to line that one up, but way too easy for a player of his caliber to hit those sort of shots. And we go into, yes, indeed, a full eco, looking very likely to be 10-1 here.
quick games.
We have had a lot of those today, haven't we? Some surprising ones as well.
We had all the rounds in the qualifier. Or
Yes,
the round
quite
of
literally.
24.
Yeah.
New Challengers Series, whatever they have named it these days. So again, they play passive on the A site. This gets them a little more information as to what's going on at middle. MBK starts off on the truck. Actually spots up Skadoodle as well. He's looking really sharp. I think that's his 18th kill so far in the half. Finally, he'll go down. Automatic take the shot, but Body's there to clean him up. Just to confirm, yeah, that is 18 kills for MBK on the second op. Not bad.
Not bad at all. Seems this new mentality from G2 is paying dividends. As they noted in the pre-game interviews earlier this week, that's Shoxy not focusing so much on micromanagement, as I think he called it. He just wants to let his team do what they want to do and him to focus on his game. And so far, he's playing amazingly. MBK rising as well. Kenny is finding some decent form. This is a much better looking G2 than what we've seen in recent months.
So back to guns, at least for Cloud9. Skadoodle on the AWP this time. Flashed in on this. He's got the smoke down early, just a quick nade, so he actually likes to back off of A main. Meanwhile, toward middle, Stewie, Tarek, and Automatic are all out. They flash themselves out. The one time that G2 elects not to put a massive amount of mid pressure on. Great smokes from Cloud9, both top highway and Z connector to get out. And they go quick. Now Body is going to be forced to turn backwards from the forklift. Good find on Shocks. Great find from Tarek to get Body. That's opened things up. Finally, they get mid control, and it works because they hit a perfect shot at Truck to get them inside of the site.
It's looking really good for Cloud9 right now. Automatic pretty much guarantees the round there, focusing on the connector, stopping those rotations. Nice, fast ace play. I think those set pieces are where Cloud9 are going to find their success. Automatic should get this kill up, which he does. Really nice, clean round there. The smoke towards top of highway is always so beneficial. When you're up against a double AWP setup, it's very common for the AWP to play towards quad and look towards a highway position, and they'll be happy for middle to be open. This completely eradicates that risk as they flash through the smoke and just bully their way towards quad. Even if he hits one of those shots, which he did, he'll be taken down straight away. I think those are the sort of rounds that Cloud9 need to focus on. The bad news is they pick up a double AWP setup on the T side now, which actually removes that factor. They don't have the ability to be so dynamic now. But they do find their second round. 10-5 would not be an awful half for them. So there will be a tactical timer now for G2. That's working out. Yes, indeed. They're working out if they want to go for maybe another double AWP setup here. Certainly have enough cash to do so.
If
they will.
Well, the thing is, they have enough cash this round.
Yep.
It's a large investment. This is actually break point for them. So big round for Cloud9 to try and make this sort of a 10-5 toward a 10-5 best case scenario half. Interestingly, Cloud9 finally get mid control and it works. You gotta wonder if that puts G2 back to the default. Certainly will for now. Shocks and Body inside of middle. MBK gets a little more aggressive toward A, and Body will play support as Shocks gets up close. He'll swing essentially on the highway, depending on who needs pressure and who needs help.
No Shoxies on the other side of that smoke, but can't do anything about it for now. Apex looking to get a little bit aggressive here. Smokes deep towards the B storage area, and that's such a sick play. You can see that lineup he's got ready and waited. Skadoodle wait till the AWP actually gets taken down. He has no idea where it came from. 4-on-4. Where's Tarek to Ready to frag at least,
Yeah,
and they have got the mid control.
Exactly that. It was mid. It was Shocks that went down inside of the vents, so that opens the mid one more time. Problem is they don't have quite the same timing as a position at Forklift to overwhelm. Good shot again, NBK. Oh, and Stewie.
He hit him. Hit Rush.
Oh, he's got him. Twice he hit him through the wall. Brilliantly done from NBK. I was about to say Rush could try and swing, but he's already tagged. Doesn't even get that far. He caught about, I think, his baby toe on the second shot, but it's good enough.
Tarek makes his way towards the B bomb site. What a round it's been so far. 4-2. I dare say it though, Cloud9 can win this. With the Molotov available, which means it goes towards Heaven, which it does. Tarek's going to go towards CD spawn. He has to make a play here, and he does spot one of them. Can't hit the shot, and there's actually low HP NBK in front of him. That's what they had to do. It's working out so far, and the bomb is planted.
NBK, thankfully for the sake of HP, is the one with the AWP, so Body and Apex both with rifles. Can still afford to get somewhat aggressive. The kit is with Body. The other two do not have one, so that's a factor. He's gone down as well, and Tarek again with the kill. You are right. They've certainly got a chance now as Automatic goes out, swings wide, hits Apex. That's the high HP player. NBK, this was a 4 versus 2 for G2, is going to have to back off with the AWP, and now it's G2 in save state because money is very low.
That's such a brilliant call made by Tarek at that point. Knowing he's in the 4 versus 2, planting and turtling on the bomb site wasn't going to be good enough. They have a smoke down there. He runs with his back. The synergy of his teammate there saying, flash me through. He doesn't make an instant 6 shot there, but he does stifle the CTs and confuse him. After NBK found his brilliant wallbang, just note on that. And he finds 1 kill, then drops the second as well. You can see they're being very tentative, had low HP players, and then the CTs start to crumble. Nothing they could do, and that's a huge round, as you pointed out. G2 lost that one. With the double AWP investment there, this could actually spell a 10-5 half, and then all bets are off. Cloud9 definitely back with a chance in cash here.
I thought they might force a little more aggressively because Shocks actually had 4,300 to start the round, and MBK obviously still has the AWP. They elected not to. Shocks goes to a Deagle instead. So G2 willing to wait to make this potentially 11-4 pending heroics. They'll boost, or excuse me, stack as well inside of A. No one on top of the catwalk. So Tarek could spot this house. Shocks not even looking. Tarek just walks clean in. Realizes until it's too late. Finally, Apex gets a kill in return, but forget it, round gone.
Yeah, Tarek's on fire today. Looking very good, I have to say.
Oh, he has 18. The next best on his team has 7.
Indeed, that's crazy, right? But like I said, 10-5, good enough. Not the end of the world. NBK though, AWP. Don't really do much with this. Rush takes him down. Finally started to see some good shots from him. And now Apex dead now as well. 10-4 again to round number 15 here. Money will be available. G2 get the 11-4, they'll be looking very good. Timing at the 10-5. I dare say they're back in the game.
So, as you say, back in the game. T-side as well, Cloud9 puts a lot of pressure on an economic standpoint in the second half. Double up again, T-side.
Yes,
no off for G2.
Only with 2 kills in his half.
Yeah, that's not enough. But I was trying to think of a really polite way to put it that sounded interesting. I'll just put it bluntly. It's not enough.
It's not. Oh, it's
automatic. Where did that come from?
I assume a nade from the main entrance. There we go. It's final round. No AWPs for the city side. This is a very defensive position from Body. Get boosted up there. You want me mainly focusing on the forklift area. NBK tagged up to 19 HP. Now Body trying to help him out, jump up and spot towards that door.
Take approaches. Wooden box to CA main and then risking for a moment to see further. NBK can't quite play as aggressively with just the 19 HP. Clear out the vents and Apex has to smoke behind him. In fact, they double smoked that, so okay, one was dissolving, my mistake. I saw the mini-map. Had to smoke behind him just to get safety, to get out of the vents, so that's bleeding out the utility. In fact, there's no smokes left and Body's down already. Great start, Tarek again to take out Kenny S. Apex has to find angle in transition, nearly snaps back. In fact, he did get 2. He got Skadoodle down as well before Tarek got the trade, so extremely well done from Apex in the middle of the floor. Rush, meanwhile, lurking late, will find Shocks and close it out. So Cloud9 at least make up for it. Apex nearly changed that when he had no position to do so.
Last 4 rounds going Cloud9's favor. It was looking very grim indeed. They were 10-1 down, but they managed to stabilize. Well played to them to manage to get back into this game. That is not a disastrous half. That is okay. It's not ideal, don't get me wrong. G2 were dominant for so long, but then winning that 4 versus 2, that really ignited the Cloud9 team, and they look much better now. They win the pistol, they are right back in this. We could see all the rounds. As we get into the second half, I'm sure Cloud9 will take this time to take the full 2 minutes here. You are entitled to it. And just calm down and work out what the issues are. Obviously, not having your AWP for the first half was not ideal for Cloud9, but CT Force is where he can really step up here, as we'll get into it. We'll have a look at the buy on the T side. A Deagle for MBK. He feels like he's in the zone today. It's probably the most common map for it on the T side pistol. He won't be given armor. Body with the 1 smoke, 2 flashbangs. And MBK presumably goes towards the mid warehouse. We'll have a look. Oh, he's not yet boosted up with that Eagle. Not even that, towards main entrance.
NBK with the Deagle in hand. Not quite the Superman, doesn't have the armor to go with it, but he's still going to try to find the shots. And as he forces them off, team dip forces them off the angle. Forced automatic back and forth. He actually let his teammates slide by undetected. It's going to give them a 3 versus 3 inside of the site when it all transpires, allowing the bomb to go down as well for G2. And Kenny just going to sit to wait. They got all 3 down to the other inside of the site, but they need to find the angles to get the shots, and subsequently they cannot do so. It's Skadoodle with as many kills this round as he's had in the entire game. He's up to 4.
Yeah.
But none more important as Cloud9 will make it 10-6.
Yeah, those are some of the most important kills, doubling up in the pistol round. That will start to build his confidence now. It's Cloud9 right back in this game for sure. As Apex opened things up on the A-bomb side there, but couldn't hold on. 3 versus 3 bomb was planted, but a very strong retake. Skadoodle finding 1 through the smoke. I guess you can call it 2 as well as Apex. You can see his feet, his little booties there through the bottom of the smoke. And as we get into round number 2, bomb was planted for G2. You'd assume the AKs come out in the 3rd round. I'll take a bit of a partial here. French side's known to force buy, but it's not going to be destroying themselves today, it seems. Just 1 PT50 punches, that's about it. Apex has got extra kills. Spends $300, maybe just B rush who are faking. See the bombs all the way towards Squeaky Door. That is going to rush in towards B, try and pull all the rotations over, and then at that point Shoxy just tries to plant on the A side. That's it.
Double run,
Nice.
that was
Nailed
amazing.
it.
Thank you for that game. Something any greater. That was flawless.
CT's aren't taking the bait at all. They're ready for Shoxy to come out.
Double run. Both failed it. Well, they're all down anyway. Cloud9, all 5 staying alive as well. Closer to a bonus situation. Little bow tie. I used to tie my hoodies into bow ties too.
Bow ties? What, the string you talking
Yeah,
about?
you just tie it like a shoelace.
Oh,
I did it with zip-ups. It was very hipster of me. Back when the American Apparel solid-colored.
Yep.
Say that? I don't know, whatever. Who cares? Back in like 2007 when they were all the rage.
Yeah. Well. Cloud9 up against the AKs, of course, a G2 now. Giving the bomb down to the pistols. Best buy, obviously no all from the T side. They do get smokes, AKs head armor. And Skadoodle will stay on the scout for now. Tarek boosted up in the vents. Big round here for Cloud9. I think they can win this. We're almost certainly going to see all 30 rounds. BK holding towards middle. Very slow default here from the French side. Apex boosted up, just going to be checking every corner. You can see Rush beneath them there. MBK doesn't have the Molotov to flush him out. Can flash for his teammate if he wants to.
Apex over the top toward the sandbags. Good shot, Rush. So inside of the cubbies, the crossfire firmly established. With Rush is drawing their attention. Tarek tries to swing out wide to get a better angle. That's just going to force Shox forward. But Shox is more than willing to go, and he gets 2 as well. Rush, even though he had only 5 HP, goes down to Shox.
How has he survived that? What a play. In the flames, they didn't see it coming. He manages to nail 2, leaves himself on 5 HP, but gets him right in the round here. And he will be dropped eventually. He's in a 2 versus 1, his body. He'll spot the nade coming from short and just rush in towards the B side. Apex will join him there. And now Body patrols the vents, and it's looking like a very promising plan now.
Bomb has been planted.
The plant certainly is, but is the retake any better? Both have kits. Make That's just automatic with a kit, but he's got one to work with nonetheless, and he's got the HP advantage as well. 11 for Body, 29 for Apex. He knows where the first and the second are based on the call, but good timing, Apex. Flash was inconsequential. It was the timing of the peak immediately after.
Well, there we go. This was the play of the round. Oh my word, how did he get away with it? Dancing around those flames on 5 HP, manages to nail both kills. Rush probably can't believe what happened there. 11-7. Shoxy, the king, has returned, it seems. His form getting better and better. Round number 19, and there will be money, of course, for Cloud9. Orb comes out for the first time on this side of the map. Skadoodle, 4 and 13. And we've got 2 kills on the pistol. Need to see him wake up now with the AWP.
Skadoodle with an angle to look toward B main, but no pressure applied there as of yet. I do say as of yet because Body is evaluating position inside of the B halls. Very passive from G2.
So building up now. G2 looking like they'll finish up towards A. They're going to check out the squeaky door room. Bombed by the truck and T-spawners, watching for any counter boost from the CT forces. Still plenty of time here. 3 smokes, Molotovs available. CT's just trying to get any sort of intel they can. You can see Stewie pushed up in B storage, even Shox boosted there towards middle. So we're getting to the final commitment of the round. Stewie has to go bigger. Skadoodle to bait him in on the corner. It's a nice little setup. Can fall apart if Skadoodle gets Molotov down a position.
Waiting. Stewie's so close around the corner in Body. Had the angle lined up all too easily. Skadoodle wants that shot back. Little does he know that Kenny's also out toward Toxic. Good flash timing. Skadoodle's got to run. They want to catch him before he gets the inside of the site. Small pit, not enough. His Body already gets that angle as well, and Kenny follows to Tarek. The round easily going the way of G2.
Especially with Shoxy watching towards middle. Automatic will get 1, and that's the bomb being dropped. There's still plenty of time to take it down. 4 versus 2 now. One of the players having no armor, interesting enough. Rush with just a UMP.
To back off this as well because just the UMP armor for automatics is fair enough, but no kits. Good round. Interesting choice to try and get late B information. When Skadoodle actually didn't get much himself to secure, or at least relay that it was safe or not.
Yeah, the problem is, obviously Stewie doesn't have the vision we do, but if you'd waited like 5 more seconds, they had such a perfect crossfire there with Skadoodle to take all the aggro away. They'd just been a little bit more patient with that one. There was no real reason to push that. They hadn't shown anything towards middle or A. Just a little bit impatient. Around the corner he goes. He gets taken down. Skadoodle then flashed, falls back into a horrible position. Just had to hold up and be confident in the crossfire they had. It was looking very good for them. And Body, this is the play right now. No flash coming around. If they flashed there, I could justify it, but Stewie just runs around the corner. That's 1 by 1 essentially there. They go from a great crossfire playing together to Stewie just running around the corner with the best he can possibly get. He gets 1 for 1. But there we go. Skadoodle 4 kills. Kenny S not exactly setting the world on fire with just 9.
No, exactly that. He hasn't. It's been actually the best opera in this game has been MBK.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. He still sits with 21, by the way. I think that's what he had at halftime. In fact, I'm confident that's what he had at halftime. So he's been quiet on the T side.
3rd round force buy from the T's with the bomb going down the pistol that gets him into the half. 27. Should be another guaranteed round for them here. As we just have 1 UMP, 3 USPs, and a PT-50 for automatic. Mid control established already. That's a bit of a nightmare now. As Skadoodle will be standing in flames, taking himself down to 58. Kenny has to convert one of the frags. And Apex now making his way up towards highway. MBK to patrol. Make the position. This is spotted by 1. And there'll be a refrag from automatic. It actually gets a little bit dicey. With 2 kills coming for the CTs.
Tarek gives himself a bit of position to work with as well with an AK on top of the catwalk, but they'll back off from Squeaky. In fact, rotate all the way around. Body and Kenny are in a great position with bomb. They're there early enough before the rotations go back the other way. They should be able to get this plant down. Next to nothing. Automatic thought he might have a chance to go through with the P250, but looks not to. Still gonna watch off to the fence as well, but not having an angle toward tree. He's got to consider both. So has to support Kenny. That might allow Stewie to get it. Body just spots him in time. That relays the information to Shox, and it's just automatic remaining. Good play from Kenny. 13 now for G2.
Yeah. Pretty good round overall from GT. Give a couple of frags there, but still well recovered. Make their way towards the B bomb site. And yes, Cloud9 find a couple of frags, but they have about $4,400 per player overall. So no AWP once again. That keeps limiting Skadoodle as we go forward. 13-7, do or die time now for the North American side. Not looking too good. Famas comes out for him. He's got the only kit, so he had to take that on the chin. In terms of utility, they have the smokes, but no incendiaries. That actually makes mid a bit of an issue for them. If the fast boost does come through, doesn't look like it will. Body watching towards the B bomb site. His teammates position 3 players towards A main and Squeaky Door. It's just automatic there to hold up. Some wallbang attempts here from Kenny.
Clever, but no such luck. I don't even think that's far enough forward to be in front of the white box at that point. He's just firing for the sake of it, I suppose. Post to this point into quad. Bounce Molotov back to cover fence. The deep one to cover backside of quad. Kenny no longer has to worry about either of those angles. He can just watch exactly there in front of the quad toward default. Automatic knows that he can't afford to peek wide. Flash out, has to get Apex. I don't think it's possible. Okay, turns around. I thought they were both blinded at the same amount of time that it might have given Automatic again.
Really good smokes here. Very basic but very effective. One towards the forklift position, one in front of the bomb side. Flashbangs go in. Strike as a unit, and the orb doing work. Now Kenny has lovely stuff to take down rush, and he's not done quite yet, it seems. Looks towards highway, but the CT's have already decided to save their 2 M4s. It will be 14-7 here. Good start with the pistol. Tarek with 25 frags. It's actually top fragging on the server, but it's not enough.
No, I know. He's been sick. He's been awesome. He's been in-game leading and in-game leading.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well then, 4 players will survive for G2, starting to really establish himself now financially. Orb will survive, and remember, we've only seen rifles ready for Skadoodle. He's had it once in the CT half, the AWP that is, and didn't really work out. Chewy and Tarek get punished by MBK. He's been playing lights out Counter-Strike as well. Wonderful stuff there. You can hear the shouting and the banter coming through now. Trying to get in the heads of Cloud9 there. MBK through the smoke. It's a little bit frustrating for Skadoodle considering the game he's had. NES getting it down on top of heaven as well. 14-7. And they're going to have to force by him. It's do or die time, of course. They really wanted to save those 2 weapons, but MBK might have won the game right there and then. CZ, Scouts, Skadoodle, what will he buy? He's just going to take a full eco, is it? He will get, yeah, he'll just take the CZ and hope he can get the orb into the next round. They haven't gone all in, it's still about 1,500, so still something to play with if they lose this round, which is very likely, but let's see if G2 make a mistake here.
Stewie up close, smokes down, hoping that they're going to push through them, and the CZ would be positioned accordingly, but so far they won't. Shocks in middle as well, 2 smokes in his direction, and may catch Rush. Rush spots him, and gets the better kill, somehow. Apex wants to go back and address that situation. He managed to do so, but it's Kenny that immediately takes Tarek down afterwards.
This is a key frag. Body will manage to connect that final shot, gets the headshot on Stewie there. 4-on-2, automatic. It's going to do a lot of work to do here. It will be match point. This is the best of 1. An automatic there with some sloppy aim from Apex. Will manage to pick up the frag, but not for long. MBK takes him down. He hasn't really missed a thing today. Skadoodle, the last remaining player, he gives up the position. He might get 1 kill, but not meant to be. 15-7, and it feels like this one might be heading in its logical conclusion, but 5K on each player of Cloud9. It's going to take 8 rounds in a row to force overtime here.
It's a long way to go when you've been out-fragged and out-pushed, outplayed by G2 in so many occasions. Only 2 rounds for Cloud9 on their CT side. That was pistol, and 1 free round, if you will. Got shut down by G2 immediately after. So double op in play, Tarek and Skadoodle. To mid as well as MBK will wait. Aggression for A main, at least to look for information. In fact, they're going to try and get automatic all the way up to lockers with Skadoodle babysitting him. And Shocks will sneak in behind and look for information from Squeaky.
There. MBK boosted up in the red box in mid-warehouse. Allows him to spot for any CT aggression coming in very quickly through the smoke. If you just run around the corner, it can be a little bit late, and the CTs can sneak through to the very corner sometimes, so that's why he does that. Pretty shallow smoke from the CT forces, so they want to flash through and push that. MBK, like I said, ready and waiting, but not going to be the case for now. Incendiaries deployed top of the boost. 2 players in on A. That's going to be Skadoodle with an aggressive angle. Double orb setup, just a note for the CT forces. Has deciding some shots now. There it is, better, but the trade comes in straight away.
Great shot in return from Kenny.
You see these, they're ready for that. They're happy with that trade as well. It actually benefits the T's.
Massively. The defense is very thinned out. Now, the one benefit of this is Stewie sneaking in behind them. If they're slow enough getting out of A main, he could strike. He's already toward the backside of lockers, and he's got information, but he hasn't got the shots yet. Automatic, meanwhile, take it down. Stewie is perfectly positioned, and Rush burns Shox alive. That all worked out based on a pincer, but you're right, it should not have.
Very scary defense there. You can see Molotovs raining in and the smoked out of the bomb site, but his automatic steps up there. Skadoodle gets the opening trade with Kenny S, and G2 can't close it out just yet. They've got plenty of cash, let me tell you. As we get into round number 24 here. Still the double orb setup, Tarek and Skadoodle this time. Skadoodle did find his 5th kill of the game. Found this for Rush. They can win this round cleanly. We might be onto something, but just yet. Interesting. Shox, this is a different setup for them. They've got Shox who are buying no nades at all. So he might just be thrown into the bomb site here first, just to keep his money strong, and we'll see where that comes true here. He definitely has got money. He's got 4K left over to buy nades, but he's just going to throw himself in, knowing he doesn't have to throw any grenades, and just look for headshots only.
Spotted toward Ticket. Shox knows they're there. Good find. Body actually got the shot instead, and Shox now can look inside of the site, but automatic not detected yet behind quad. Will pop out and take Shox. Great response therefore by Kenny, and Kenny's gotten Stewie. It's just Skadoodle left. 1 versus 3.
They can't find the
hit
bomb.
the first shot. You're right, they can't. I think it's on top. Okay, they did get it. I thought it might have been on top of quad.
He was running around with his knife out for so long there, but he finally gets it. Could win this. Bomb should be planted out, and open plan of that.
Quiet game for Skadoodle, by the way. 6 kills. Gets this. Unlikely based on that stat line, but it would be the best thing he's done all game. Flashed off in the open, completely wrecked as well. G2 16-8, and they'll let out a little bit of a jubilant, almost trolling, I guess, applause. What do we want to call that? Scream? I don't know what Yeti call at that point.
Yeah, war cry, maybe.
War cry. All right, I'll go with that.
Well, there we go. It will be Cloud9 not really showing up as a unit there. Tarek, great game from him, but it is the Swiss format. They go 0-1, but still, they know they can improve. They're not showing the same sort of form we saw in the first stage of the tournament. That's what they need to bring to the table here. Very quiet day for them.